Two. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's
Shalom Israel. With Isupk started off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We started out in 1969, where we teach blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians make up the 12th tribe of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. In fact, if you're not under Commanding General Yohana, an Isupk, you're not under truth. So we're glad to have you in class, Lashawan Qadash class here. I'm Officer Qadash teaching the Lashawan Qadash class. Remember seeing you guys on Thursday. I'm sorry, Wednesday night, Salakia. And on a law class. So we're going to get into some topics here. We're going to do some Lashawan Qadash, let you know that Esau, still at large, man, he's still wicked, you know, and he's always, that's the way it is until the Most High exterminates it. You know, he's got his ways, and we saw some verdicts read today. Man got 22 years for killing him, man. I mean, you know, back in Israel days, you kill a man, you an eye for an eye. You get taken for that, you know. But this is a new day, and Esau fits the law to fit him, you know. We'll go over that, and we'll show you a little bit. Esau's still wicked, man. He's still there. But let you know that we're going to go through the class. We're going to write some Lashawan Qadash class, and we're going to go through some scriptures, and we're going to match some things up. Let's see who else we got up in here in class so far. Kapabana. All right, sis. Glad you checking in early. Austin, Texas. You know, good to have a sister in class early. That's good. That Esau is wicked. It's always been wicked, you know. Wicked from the beginning. You know, he was a murderer from the beginning. You know. So, we're going to show you some things on the board here. But let you know that first of all, Lashawan Qadash class comprises of Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, and Assyrian Hebrew. Slakia. And that's what we teach. Let's see, what else we got here? Yeah, Kapabana. Yeah, good. Got the beautiful flower there. Glad to have you in classes. Mikey. Who else? We got Shar. Make sure you guys check in the class. Make sure you check yourself in class, you know. Get your Hebrew name. Anyway, Lashawan Qadash class, Israelite School of UPK, Lashawan Qadash, the holy tongue. Lashawan means the tongue. Qadash means holy. You know, that's what it is, the holy tongue. Okay? And on Lashawan Qadash, all of the characters are here to my left. Of course, we have our board here to my right given to us by our camp leader. So that we can use it for Lashawan Qadash class. It's twice the size of the board that we used to be using. I'm very pleased, very happy of that. He's using it. Now ISUBK under Commander General Yohana. You know, clap it up for Officer Nakazaki for doing that, taking money and time by his family to make sure his troops, his officers, stay ahead of the game here. South Carolina, ISUBK, South Carolina. You know, Lashawan Qadash has Paleo Hebrew and it has Assyrian Hebrew. There are 22 characters in it. Yeah, good. Appreciate that. Thank you for clapping it up in class there, Mikey. Very good. 22 characters in the Hebrew. You know, it's Abagada. Hawazaka, Tayakala, Manasa, Aipataza, Kwarashata. And those are the Paleo on the top line. And of course, Assyrian, when we're in captivity, you know, in Assyria. When we got put in captivity, we kept the same characters. I mean, I changed the characters, kept in the same sounds. But they changed the characters, I guess, to fit what they wanted. But anyway, you find a lot of our writings in Paleo. You'll find a lot of our writings in Assyrian. Right now, the Yiddish people over there in Germany who got there in the Balfour Declaration 1948 are false Jews. We are the real Yahawada. You know, we are the real Simeon. We are the real tribe of Levi. We're the real tribe of Zebulun, Benjamin, Levi, Issachar, you know, Naphtali, Reuben. We're the real tribes, okay, and so on and so forth. Asher, Gad, Manasseh. We're the real tribe. Okay, and of course Ephraim and Yashashakar, Issachar. We are the real tribes. That the Bible, when it says the children of Israel, we are that children. You know, so we come in different shades. Like Ephraim, you know, he's a cake unturned. We talked about that before. You know, if you ever have a question, you know, just put it in the chat. We'll answer that for you after class or whatever, as soon as we get doing with if you having things, trying to relate it to the class. Because what I'm going to relate to is that Esau is a murderer, man. You know, I watched on trials today as George Floyd. Of course, you know, I'm always looking at the news if I can. His mother got up there, not George Floyd, but Derek Chauvin, the George Floyd murder trial, of course. Derek Chauvin's mother, the Esau, Edomite devil, got up there and gonna plead for my child. You plead for who's going? You know who's pleading for who was around? Where were you? Where was that pleading when you had your knee on his neck? You know, for 9.5 minutes. That's what they do to us. You know, earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He's wicked. And we're going to go over some of these words here. He's a murderer, you know. Where was that, mother? Talking about how his son did no wrong. What the hell do you think that was when you put your knee on a man's neck and suffocate him? No smiling. You could see the demon right on the man. You know, just you know. And you see people in the background laughing, stuff like that. Oh, he got 22.5 years. You know, the Most High is going to take care of this wickedness of Esau real soon here. They're going to get there. As the text and the Bible shows record of it, that the Most High is going to give them that, turn it back on their head. You know? Shame going to cover them. See, listen. In Micah 2:10, this is not our rest, man. This is not your rest, so don't get comfortable down here. Look, you know, you got to always keep Esau at bay. You know, we're going to write that on the board here, how the Most High, you can keep him at bay. We talked about it in Thursday's class. I keep saying that. Wednesday's class, how we talked about this. So we're glad to have Mikey, a young trooper aspirations there. Because we have Shar, we have Officer Shar, we have Kapa, and they have D'Angelo in class so far. I'm pretty sure, I think I see YouTube and Facebook up there, and I'm glad to see you guys early in class. We're going to talk about a little bit. We're going to go over a sentence here that describes, you know, what the world saw. You know, not that it saw, but the fact that we'll be able to show you some things in Hebrew, kind of help out, and then we'll commentate as we go. And then I want you guys to put some comments in there of Esau as you've done and passed before. But this, you're dealing with a predator. Let's get a text on that. Let's get that. Let's find out here. Let's find out a little bit. Let's find out a little bit. Let's see here. We'll see what we got here. We might got. Let's see. We have Makwalat in here. I believe. I think he's an officer. Makwalat, glad to have you in class. Okay. And I'm not sure, so correct me if I'm wrong, Makwalat. You know, let me know. But I believe you are. Anyway, let's get to some text here before I get on the board here and start straighten some things out. We're gonna go to. I think I was trying to go through Proverbs here. Okay, we're gonna go through Proverbs. I believe it's 4:13. Let's read a little bit. Grab your Bibles. Get your coffee. Get your favorite beverage. And if I know some people on there, get your yayan. You know, I got my water over here. Get your yayan, you know, sit back, and let's groove with Qadash, okay? What was I at here? Proverbs. Let's find it. Proverbs 4, I believe it's 4:13. Yeah. Listen. I don't want that one yet. Let's get this one right here. Psalms 10:4. Let's get that one first. Let's get Psalms 10:4. Let's tell a little bit about this wicked here, and then we're going to get into some writings here in Hebrew, okay? Salakia. Psalms, what did I say? 10 and 4. Yeah. The wicked boasteth of his heart's desire and blesseth the covetousness, whom the Lord abhorreth, man. That means he's despicable with it. He the Most High hates it, abhorreth. You know, he doesn't like that. The wicked through the pride of his countenance. You know, like you saw Derek Chauvin. Look at his pride, man. Look at his countenance that he had. His countenance, his face, is how he sees, how his face. You could see that he had no remorse for what he did. He just sat there and killed an innocent man. So much to say that he had to have his mom come up there and beg and plead. It should have given him more than that. But you know, hey, listen, I'm not a lawyer. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God or the Most High. The Most High is not in his thoughts. Yeah, no, he's not. He ain't in his thoughts. He's not in Derek Chauvin. All he's thinking about is, okay, I'm exterminating another Negro, another nigger. You know, that's all he thought. And of course, you see all the other wicked nations, and that's why I say Esau and the wicked nations are still at large, man. That's what they do for a living. Seek out somewhere to destroy you. They wake up early in the morning. Matter of fact, they can't even sleep. Esau cannot sleep unless he's done something against you. These other wicked nations do that. They can't sleep unless they've done you some harm. You know, unless they've done the children of Israel some harm. You know, that's just the way it is. That's a lot to say. Okay, so we're gonna go to let's see what we got here. Yeah, Psalm 17. Let's go over that real quick here. Okay. Let's go over that. Psalm 17. Let's see. We're gonna set the stage for who we're dealing with, who we're writing about on this board here. You know. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We'll see what I got here. From the wicked that oppress me, okay, yeah, here, look, check this out right here. This is a psalmist saying, listen, and that's you and I. You're saying, keep me as the apple of thy eye. The Most High, you know, he wants to do that for you. Hide me under the shadow of your wings. In other words, Most High, protect me because of this. Psalm 17 and 9. From the wicked that oppress me. That's what they do all day long, man. From the deadly enemies. When I say deadly, deadly. Believe that, okay? Who compass me about. They're all around, okay? And as a matter of fact, let's get into this. As a matter of fact, let's say, they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth, they speak proudly. They hunt my steps that I can't even go in the street. Lamentations 4 and 17. So let's go to the board here and let's find out. Let's do a little bit of writing here. Let's see what this. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got down here. What I wrote. Translation that I wrote here about. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this one. Let's find out what I've got here. Let's see. The world watched this murder. That's the world sat there and watched George Floyd get killed by this evil, wicked Edomite and the other wickedness of all these other nations. China was there. You know, they're going to judge him too. They're going to put him in front. They're going to give his little sentence. Probably won't be enough, you know. But anyway, it probably won't be enough. But he said the world watched his murder, okay, on TV. So we're going to translate that here. And you know, we all watched it. If it wasn't TV, it was what? On cell phone? Yeah. But you know, we got a translation for that. But the world sat there and watched as a man got killed right there on national television. You know, right there. Got murdered. You know. All right, let's go to work here. Let's say the word the, you know. Follow along with me. Get your pencil and paper out in your notes and write things down. The, we're going to say it's the word ha. You know, we're going to say ha. That's what that word means. As we sat there and watched the man brutally, vicious. I mean, you know, you got to understand something. Children were watching this. You know, that's a hard thing for a child to go through. They see a man dying. Can you ever get that out of your mind? You know? You got all our brothers and sisters out there. They even had one Edomite say, listen, you know, I'm a whatever, specialist or whatever. Let me help out. They didn't want that. So anyway, let's go to this. The world, the ball, you know, not the earth, but the world. You know, it's all them Edomites thinking that the world and earth are the same thing. They're two different things, okay? But it's translated the ball in the Bible, okay? And then it says watch, and we're going to use the word, we're going to use this word, atha, because what we want to do, we want to say, you watch, you guys watched. That's us. That's all of us watched. Atha Shamar Ya. Shamartha, I'm sorry. Shamar. Like that's the root word. Shamar, and then we have tha. That means to watch. That means we watch or he watched, or it's masculine and feminine, you know, and go either way. So when you say watched, that's a past tense there, or a, what did I say? Is that a watched? Yeah. Yeah, at the time it was present, it was a past tense, that they watched, a tha sharma tha. Okay? And then we're going to say, we're going to use the word wa here for wa, you can say that, but when you want to really do this is I think it's past. I believe it is. But when you really want to say, you have to use a possessive adjective here at the end, right here, of murderer. Let's find the word for murder, okay? It's rata, ratazak, and then we want to say, instead of this wa right here, let's take this wa and bring it over here. So we'll say ratazawa. So you don't really need, when you say his murder, you don't really need the his in front of there. You don't really need that. Just put it on there and make it one word, and then call that and make it possess the murder. Make sure. Let's put that in red. Put that in devil red. You know, if you guys have any questions, let me know here, because I'm going to ask you some questions in a second. So make sure you guys pay attention a little bit here. Okay. Possessive adjective, okay? Right there. All right, wa. There we go. Okay? And this is, of course, these are tenses here. You know, I got to bring out the Hebrew, but I like to get back to the story here. What happened was, you know, you got a mother sitting there pleading for her son, and you know, it's really despicable and pitiful when you see that somebody's pleading for somebody. Sorry, we got to wait and let you see that. Y'all guys write this down there. Somebody's pleading for somebody, because everybody's seeing it on TV, and you can see that this man, no remorse, he just killed somebody, and you got a mother. I can understand his mother coming there, because he don't want to open his mouth and say nothing, because he know he guilty, okay? So we're going to say I'll, the word on, I'll Aisle. And then we want to say TV. Here's a word. Believe it or not, there's a word for that. Okay? We're going to say, and then I say cell phones, but we're gonna just say TV all together. We're going to say Ra'ah, the Ba. There we go. Okay. We'll spell that out again. Write that down. And then to this, so ha, the ball, atasha martha, aratazak. I got that spelled right. Ratazak wa, ratazak wa. Instead of saying wa ratazak, you said watazak ra, meaning possessive adjective, his murder. Aisle, on TV, on television. Simple as that. So write that sentence down there, because you said the world watches murder on TV. That's what happened. That's what happened to George Floyd. And he's got how many years? How many? Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second here. Let's translate some of these. Guys, y'all stay with me here. Let's put Ratazak. Let's put. Let's do this. Okay. Let's put it in. Let's do some. Okay. Let's put ha. Let's do this one right here. Ha. Okay. See if we can find. We're doing it in paleo right now. That's a ha. If you go over to the chart over here, you see ha way over there in paleo. Of course, Assyrian looks like something different there, but that's what we want to do. We want you guys to kind of get used to trying to write some translations here. Get used to that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Ha, and then we write the word the ball. See, we're gonna write time to write here. A lot. Okay. Okay. See, we got enough room here. Yeah, we got it. World. And then we'll translate the word, the ball. So we want to say tha. Let's see. We're going to write, see if I got enough room here. There's a tha. Ra'ah the ba. Ra'ah the ba. Ra'ah the ba. Down there. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to say tha, because you have to include the tha here. Of course, when you go over to ha, you have connectors here, and this would be independent connector, just like that for the. Okay. And the world, the ba. Then we're going to say the ba, and then we're going to say like that. The ball. Okay? That's what world means. And then, of course, just give you an idea and an example of how things are written there. Okay? So, and let's move on to some more understanding of what happened now out of that. Because let's write a word like, so if you guys give me some words, type some words up in the chat that we know Esau was a murderer. Okay, we know that. But type it in the chat. What else could you associate with Esau? What is he? Type them up in the chat. I want y'all to type them up in the chat, okay? So you guys get familiar with, because we're going to write some synonyms, you know, of who Esau is. What else could you type up off this word right here? Because you know daggone well that's what he is. Give me a list here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, give me some words right here. What's synonymous with murder? I mean, what else does Esau do to us? You know, type up whatever you want to type. What else does he do to us? Because we're gonna find out some remedies for that also. So type up. You know, all your sisters, troopers. Let's see what we got in class here. A thief, young man D'Angelo, damn right. Let's clap it up for young man D'Angelo. Let's clap it right. You know he's a thief. So let's write that one down. I mean, that's what he do for a living. He steals. Okay? Type up, give me another one. He does do that. He steals from you. He's he's a thief because actually that's what he does with us all day long, every day. You know, he can't help it because that's what he is. Let's find out. Let's tax on that one there for a second. Because he's a thief for sure. You know, damn sure is a thief. Let's get some more words in here. What's synonymous with murder? Because I mean, you know, let's get some characteristics. Let's put it that way. Instead of synonymous, let's get some characteristics of Esau. Let's get some more characteristics. Let's get some characteristics of Esau. What is he? You know? I mean, why this man gotta be so wicked? Because he was a murderer from the beginning. So let's put it this way. You guys will know who you're dealing with out here. Okay? In class, and we'll go through some more translations on the board up there. All right. Okay. I'll find a text right here. As a matter of fact, here is one. Let's turn to Jeremiah 49:9, based off of what Mikey has given there. I mean, who was that? D'Angelo? D'Angelo, I'm sorry. D'Angelo is given there. He says, a thief. Check this out. We'll just give one. If great gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? Because all they doing is stealing everything. They done put us in the cotton field, chopped all the cotton all day long, and he won't even leave us a bag of cotton to go for us to weave for our family back in the slave days to buy socks. That's equivalent to giving us minimum wage jobs, giving us, you think you got something? You even get a job, $30 an hour, and they fire you next year. Or they fire you. You know, that's no way. That's no way to be. Let's lock you for a second. But that's just the way Esau is. You know? Let's lock you for that. Okay? So he's definitely a thief. All right? If great gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, will they destroy till they not had enough? So that's a good one, D'Angelo. But that's what that is. That's what he does. That's what he does for a living. So we'll put, that's that Jeremiah 49:9. There's many texts that can fit that, but he got many texts that fit his thievery. Give me another one. Give me some more understandings of the characteristics of Esau. You know, y'all type them up in there. Y'all should be loading that up by now. Load that database up with what he is and what he does. Because we're saying we're going to write some more sentences on the board here with translation, and we're going to finish out all of these translations so you can understand. Hath the ball Atha Sharmatha. You know, that's the past tense. And then we have Ratazawa, a murderer. That's what he is. Il, Ra'ah, the Ba'ah. That's what he does. And of course, we translate it. We'll break some of those down here in a second here. But give me some more. You know, give me some more understanding of what he is. He's, well, does he oppress? Yeah. He oppresses, for sure. That's his characteristics, not only a murderer, but he does that. I think it's oppression. I don't know if it's, I think it's two P's. One S, yeah. Oppression, okay? That's one. That's what Esau does. And we can turn to how does he oppress us all the time? Well, you know, we turn to let's go to this one. This is the one I like to go to a lot. Let's go to this right here. Okay. They hunt our steps. Lamentations 4 and 18. We can use that. Lamentations 4 and 18, they hunt our steps that we can't go in the street. So let's write that down on the board real quick here. What do? They hunt our, I think, what is that, Lamentations 4:18, 4:17? Lamentations, we'll write this one down, and we're going to translate this one also, okay? 4:18. All right. Y'all finished right typing up in the chat some more characteristics of Esau. So far we got thief, we got he's an oppressor, you know, they hunt our steps. Let's see. Right here. That they hunt our steps that we cannot go. There we go. Cannot go in our streets. So we're going to write that out here in a second here. It's going to be one of those classes where you're going to be copying down your notes. Okay? They hunt, ooh. Did I write that right? They hunt get it right. They hunt our steps. That okay. They hunt our steps that we can't even go in our streets. And that's a testimony of you saw what they did to George Floyd out here. The world watched his murder, you know, right there on TV. They watched it. You know, I mean, you know, I watched it. You watched it. You know, whether it's playback or live, this is what they did. So let's translate, they hunt our steps that we can't walk in the streets. That's just always good to see that in Lashawan, Qadash, to see what it looks like. Then we'll get into some other things here. Tazawad. Then we're going to say ma. Why? Because that's a possessive adjective. Okay, and it says they. So, Let's write it on the board what that is. Okay. Yeah, it's a possessive adjective. Ma is wa ka. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Ba, I'm sorry. Masculine. Where is that at? Possessive adjective ma. Yeah, there we go. Possessive adjective ma. And we're going to use that one there or they right here. Okay? That's what it normally goes. It's a possessive adjective. And it's masculine. Right here, we'll write that, ma. That's why we put it. We don't say ma tazawad. We say tazawad ma. Right here. That's how you say they hunt. All right? And then you say our steps. Now, you definitely have to use a possessive adjective there, right here. And and that possessive adjective is nawa. Okay? Nawa. So in steps, of course, we're going to say taza, aid, nawa. Any questions so far? Because that's what we're doing. When you say nawa here, you're putting it right here. Taza, you spell it right. Taza, aid, just like that. Taza, aid, nawa. Okay? That says they hunt our steps. Who hunt our steps? Derek Shaw. Who hunt our steps? All of white Edom, all of China, all of anybody that's out there gunning us down. Okay? So they hunt. Taza wad ma. Of course, that's one word there. Because we made it one word. Okay? Like that. And that's a possessive adjective. All right? So when I put PA, that's what that means, possessive adjective. Okay? And then we say taza'ai nawa. So our is our step. Okay? And then the word, then we're going to say, here's something here real quick. Our steps. That we. All right? So let's write this one. We're going to write ya. Yalak. Yalak nawa. You know, that we. So you got we or our. So you say yalak nawa. That we cannot. That's that we cannot. Okay. Go or walk, and then you say that we cannot go or walk. You want to use, I like to use the word walk up here. Right there. Okay? And that's that word would be halak. Just like that. All right? Okay? Let's get some more. All right. Halak. And then, of course, we're going to write ba. Right here is the word for in Hebrew. Okay? And that's what we're writing. Lamentations 4:18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Okay? Then we're going to write our street. So we're going to write street is rakab. All right, rakab. And then nawa, again, when we say our, we're going to use a possessive adjective here. Possessive adjective. Nawa, because that's what you're saying. You want our to predict our streets. You want our to be part of streets. So you want to say rakab nawa. Okay? That's what you're doing. So therefore, you wouldn't need it right here. You wouldn't really need that right there. You just say, yeah, I mean, that's what it means, but you wouldn't say nawa rakab. You say rakab nawa. Okay? All right. So, now, let's put down, I want you guys from the chat for me to do this. All right? Okay. The characteristics of Esau. He's a thief. He's an oppressor. And what else is he? Here's one that is. We know this to be true. He's a devil. What does devil mean? Somebody type it up in the chat. Tell me what a devil means. In the chat. We know he is oppressor. He oppresses because that's what oppression is. When you hunt somebody down, they can't go in the street. That's oppression, man. And murder too. Oppression. Okay? They're oppressors. Right here. What does devil mean? Somebody type it up in the chat. What does devil mean? We know it's Esau, but what does it mean? What is that? When the Bible says devil, what does it mean? Tell me, what does devil mean? Type it up in the chat. Okay? Because that's the same one that killed the saint. Well, let's put it this way. Type it up in the chat so we can get a better definition. I want you guys to understand what it is. So all y'all in the chat, type it up. What does devil actually really mean by Bible standards? What does it mean? We're doing the characteristics of him. Let's see what we got in here. Let's see, we've got a couple things, couple people in the chat here. Mike is saying, that's right. Clap it up for Mike. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Let's clap it up for Mike. Let's see who else got that in there. Devil. D'Angelo said deceiver. That's my troopers, my up-and-coming troopers. It means that he is a deceiver. So we're going to say that. D-E-C-E-I-V-E-R. He's a deceiver. So when the Bible speaks of him, let's see, what else? Who else we got it in there? Angela, right. Yeah, clap it up. Exactly right. Young man, yeah. Clap it up in the chat, right. He's a deceiver, man. So when you say in Hebrew, in Lamentation 4:18, it's translated, they hunt. Now this helps you. It's going to help you on anything you do in life, especially the translations here. Possessive adjective, tenses. All these things I write on the board. If you got any questions, just ask them. They hunt. Taza wat ma. So we use the possessive adjective. They hunt. Their or them ma. Okay? And then you want to say our steps. Okay? They hunt our steps. Is it steps or step? Steps with an S. We can say, we'll just do it that way. Tazawa nawa. Taza'ai nawa. Taza'ai. Boy. I can be a little bit more clean than that. There we go. Taza'ai nawa. Okay. So, that we, okay, cannot go. Yalak nawa, that we, okay, us, we, children of Israel, halak, okay, to walk or to go in our streets. So you say halak, ba is in, you say nawa, rakab nawa. So the devil is a deceiver. That's the one, that same person is the one that killed George Floyd, man, Eric Gardner, you know, Trayvon Martin. He killed them, he taking out the Mexicans at the border. You know, this is what he does for a living. You know, that's what he does. Okay? So we're gonna, yeah, deceiver. Okay? He's a murderer. He's a deceiver. How about let's see. And the word for, what did I say here? Devil is shagayim. Let's write that down here somewhere. See if we got this. I think that's right. Yeah. Murderer, yeah. Shagayim. Yeah, let's write it over here. Shagah. Shagah. The word is shagah, but we're going to have to put a yam on the end. Why would we put a yam on the end if I'm talking about devils? Type it up in the chat. See how alert y'all are. Why would I do this? Why would I put a YAM there? Shagayam. If the devil is shagah, why did I say shagayam? What does that mean? Why did I put the YAM there? Shagayam. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Salaki. Okay. Why did I say shagayam? Type it up in the chat. I mean, this is how you learn. This is how you get your Hebrew together. Why did I say shagayam? The root word for devil is shagah. Shagah. Okay? In other words, the root word for devil is shah, just like that. Okay? Okay? And then we're going to say that's by itself. Why? Type up in the chat. Why did I put yam on the end? Maybe I need to put another color. Okay? So we're going to have shagah, and then we're going to have like that. There we go. Why did I put that at the end? Let's see. Anybody alert? Alert enough to see that one? Yeah, that's in Hebrew. Shagayim. What does that mean? If the root word is shagah for devil, so what does shagayim mean? That's what I'm saying. You know, don't be afraid to type what you think it may be. Shagayim. What does that mean? You told me it was deceiver. That's what it means. All right. You know, so what does that mean? I'll give you about 10 more seconds there. It means right before. When I say shagayam, what does that mean? Okay. As a matter of fact, let's put that word a different color. Maybe you guys have a problem seeing it, maybe. Shagayam. In other words, this in green here. Well, one thing I don't like is that. Let's try this. What does this, why did I do this? There it is. Shagayim. Why did I add that yum? Because the root word is shagah. There's the Hebrew translation in Paleo Hebrew right there. Shagah. What does shagayim mean? Devil. Anybody can answer, it doesn't matter. So, Shagayim is just plural for devil. That's all it means. So it means it's the plural. That's all. When you add sham, when you add a yan, it's a woman, but this is the devil is a masculine form, you know, in this sense. There are women devils too, but we're going to say Shagayim. Okay, devil. They're deceivers, man. What else could they be? What else could they be? Could they be monsters or beasts? Yeah. Let's write that down. They're beasts, man. Or the monsters. Okay? All right? And then, of course, this meant devils here. That meant devils with an S. They can be beasts, or you call them monsters. Because anybody that would do what they do on a daily, would hunt your steps, and putting a knee on somebody's neck for that many minutes, really don't need a court case. But you know, hey, this is their civil. The earth is given into their hand. They tell us how to run it. But in ISUBK, you know, Commander General Yohana runs the ISUBK. And of course, the Most High runs all of us, tells us what to do. You know, rank and order is what I'm saying. Okay? All the way from the generals all the way down. Okay? So when you get to the word beast or monster, but that's what he is. So we're going to give that a name. That's Bama. Well, let's give that a word. Let's give, what did I say? Bama? Ba? Ma. Okay? Ba-ma. Ba-ma. There we go. Ba-ma. Ba-ma means a beast or a monster, because that's what he acts like. Now, if I wanted to make that many devils in the chat, what would I put right here? Ba-ma. Ba. Y'all think about it. What would I put in there if I wanted to make that many beasts? Ba. Ma. Okay? And I want to make that many of them, what would I put on that line there? It's about learning, but we've learned it before. If I say Shagayim is devils, how would I make this plural? Bama. Type it up in the chat. Y'all got the idea? Come on. Anybody, don't matter. Let's see. Okay. Because that's what Esau is. His characteristics so far we discovered that he's a thief, man. He won't leave no grapes on the vine for us. You know, he's an oppressor. You know, he hunts us down in the street like a dog. You know, like I said, he's a murderer also. You know, he's an oppressor. And he's a devil. Deceiver. Okay? He's a beast. He's a monster. He's a Shagayim. That's many devils. But that's what he is. So what do you say for Bama? How would you make that plural? Mikey, D'Angelo, Kapa, whoever else in the chat, let's see. Whoever else want to participate there. Yeah, How would you make this plural? Because the more you answer it, the more it'll stick in your mind. Okay? What do I put here to make this plural? I want to make many beasts or many monsters like that. You know, I want to make many of them. I'm sorry, if I want to write the word that, I'm sorry. What would I do? But what? I mean, it's obvious, but go ahead and write it down. It's obvious to me anyway. It should be obvious to you. I mean, I just trying to show you. Okay? Anyway, give you 10 more seconds here. Okay? We'll go ahead and write this down. Bama is, let's see, we'll write it in Paleo. Ba. Then we'll have to write the ha. Then we'll have to write the M for the ma. And then we'll write the the H out there for ha. Okay? So we're going to say ba. We'll say ba like that. And we'll say ma like that. Those are the connectors. In Hebrew, we have what we call connectors. Like I said, mentioned in the past, you know. You have to connect these sounds. So we say ba, ma, which means beast. So how would I say many beast? What would I put there? Come on, guys. All right. All right, y'all. Here we go. We just simply write the same thing that we did right here. Shagayim, bamayim. That means many beasts, many monsters. That's what they are. Okay? That's what it is. Let's see. Young man D'Angelo. yeah. And if you didn't want to write, just clap it up for me. Exactly right. And the more you write like that, the more you get understanding of what you're writing. Before you know it, you'll be doing this. But see, if you don't want to write the whole word, I'll just write the word yum, and I will understand it. Okay, but you're exactly right. So let's clap it up for classroom, like you said. The hand claps in class, exactly right. But my yum, this is a virtual class, just like you were sitting in class here. But my yum, here's the connectors. Ba, ma, and then if you want to write yum, let's go ahead and write yum. I forgot to write that. We have to write ya. I think sometimes ya, then we'll say like that. Ba, ma, yum. See that? That's three dependent connectors here. Ba, ma, yum. And sometimes you guys have to really study this chart over here to make sure you're right. You're right, young man. That's exactly right. Future trooper. Exactly right. I know you know that, Mikey. I know you know that, Kappa. But when you put yam on there and you make this pluralize, okay? Right here. Plural. That's what you really done. Okay? Plural over here, just like that. Same thing. Okay? Well, let me go ahead and write this one over again. Right here, for your note's sake, you know. What did I do? Sugar. Yeah, like that. And then, of course, we have to write yum. Just like that, okay? Just like you see it on the board over here, okay? All right. There's a Yah. Of course, in Syrian, we didn't write in the Syrian tonight. We're writing all Paleo, just for the change in pace here. But anyway, Shah, Ga, Shaga, you know, and then we want to write the word Yam. We want to connect these two right here. If you guys catch on to it, you'll see what I'm saying here. So, it's devils. Shagai, Shaga. You got to connect the Ga and the Ha together. Shaga, and then you want to write the Ya and the M together. Shagayam. Now, had that been Assyrian, that M right there, that would have been an ending character. It's ending character right here. That would have been M there, that ending character. But this is not Assyrian, this is Paleo. So you don't need ending characters. All you have to do is have connectors here. So that's why we have, for a beast, we have Bamayam. Shagayam. And that's what so far what we got on the board. Let's see. Okay, good. Okay. Let's do something else here. Okay. Because Esau had a perpetual hatred against us, man. You know, that's all he does. And the Most High. So what's the cure? Let's read a text here. Let's read something here. Proverbs 4 and 13. Let's read that real quick here. Let's read that. Let's read that. Let's read Proverbs 4. Read along with me out there. And 13. What is the cure? Let's see what we got here. Who's in class here? Daniel, that's exactly right. Zamara, glad to have you in class, sis. Zamara's checking in class. That's Rib of Officer Natazar, our camp leader, who furnished his board for us. Okay, so you guys make sure to write this down. Here's the first sentence. The world watched his murder on TV. That's Ha, the ball, Atha, Shamartha, because Atha, Shamartha is the past tense of watched. Shamar, when you're on Shamar, that's what you're doing, right? Shamar, right there. So you have to say Atha, Shamartha. That's the past tense. So one word did all of that. Well, actually 2 words. for one word here, you had to have a couple words. Anyway, and so you want to say his murder. His is wa. You know, I'm kind of going over some things here, but you don't need this his here, because what you want to do, since this was George Floyd murder. I mean, he was murdered. I'm sorry. The world watched his murder. He was murdered. Okay, on TV. That's what that is. So the word for murder is ratazak. But we don't want to say for his. We don't want to say wa ratazak. I'm recapping some things here for people coming in class. Okay, you want to say ratazak wa. That means that is a possessive adjective. So that's the way you say murdered. The world watched his murder, or his not murdered. I'm sorry. The world watched his murder. That's how you say his murder. Ratazak wa. Okay? Because the root word. Always grab the root word, ratazak, in this case, and do something with it. That's what I'm teaching you here, okay? So let's move on. Then we have the word aisle. That simply says on. Then you have TV is rataba. And I don't feel like writing that out in Hebrew, but it's close, you know. Or cell phones, but TV in Hebrew, television, is rataba. Must mean like communication, okay? But that's what he did. So what Derek Chauvin actually did was hunt our steps, that we cannot go on our streets. That's what he did. So we'll read that. We're going to show you how to avoid that in a second here as best we can, because we're being oppressed. That's what you guys, Mikey, D'Angelo, y'all came up with, and Kappa, y'all came up with all of these, the characteristics of Esau. Jeremiah 49:9, they say he's a thief. Don't leave us no grapes. You know, minimum wage, working for, I don't know. Oppression, he's an oppressor. That's what you do. You hunt us down, that's oppression. That's what this is. We'll get to that in a second here. Because he's a devil. He's a deceiver. And a devil is a shagah. But if you want to say many devils, and there are many of them out there, trust you me, when you go to the white man and you go to Esau, that's what he does. Y'all have any questions in the chat? Type them up. Let's see what we got here. Sean, glad to have it here, bro. Glad to have it in here. Trooper Sean, aspiring officer there. But this is what you want to do. A deceiver, a devil. Shagah means devil. when you put yam on the end, you make it plural. So it's shagayam. Okay? That's what we did. And here's the Hebrew in it, of course. And then he's also a beast or a monster. Talking about the mark of the beast. The mark of the devil. The white man. That's what it is. Okay? Bama. Yum. So Bama is a beast or he's a monster. And yam is plural, so you say Bama yum. Okay? So here spelled it out. You say ba, right here, ba. And you add the H to it because ha. Because you don't have it, put another A there, so it's ba. You join them together. Ma, ba ma. By itself, it will be just like that. But you want to say yam, you put it over here. Yum. That's a ya and that's a ma. Okay? In Paleo Hebrew. Okay? And then like I said here, they hunt. Taza wadma. Man, they hunt our steps. Okay? They hunt. You want to say they, ma, is a possessive adjective. Because it's going to take hold of this word hunt here. Taza wadma. Taza wadma. That's how you say that. We want to use tenses, and we want to use possessive adjectives, and we want to use prepositions here. Okay? All right. Then you want to say our. That means possessive adjective. Our streets. Our steps. Our steps. Hebrews. Us. Nawa is our. So you don't want to say our steps. You just to say our steps. You just say taza'ai because that's your steps, and then you say nawa. That you just made that word join in with our. So it's taza'ai nawa. Taza'ai our steps. Okay. Then you want to say that we cannot yalak nawa. Okay. And then you want to go go. To halak means to go or walk, like walk. We can't even walk on the streets. And then you want to say ba, okay? And over here you want street is rakab nawa, or you want to say our out here, our street, it means nawa. It is a possessive adjective, so stick it on the end over here. Nawa, so rakab nawa, okay? Let's see here, what else we got? What did I say here, where we going to? Okay. Oh, yeah. Turn to Proverbs 4. Let's see who we got in class here. Sean, yeah, Zamar. Okay, good. Turn to Proverbs 4. We'll read a little bit here. Proverbs 4 and 14. We're going to give you the remedy for avoiding all of these beasts, these monsters, which is a.k.a. Esau, the white man, these thief, his oppression, his devilish ways, because he's a deceiver. That's what y'all told me deceiver meant. That's what it means, okay? And this beast and this monster. Now, how do we avoid it? The Most High wants us to do what? He wants us to do this. Enter not into the path of the wicked. Don't enter into the path of the wicked. That's what it's saying. Enter not into the path of the wicked, okay? I'll stand right here so you guys see the board so you can be copying some things there down for your notes. Enter not into the path of the wicked. You don't want that. You don't want to do that. And then it says, verse 15, 4 and 15, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, turn and pass away. What are you avoiding? You're avoiding his path. That means, how do you avoid the path of the wicked? We got to go out in the street. So what is this saying? How do we avoid his path? So just give me some examples here. Let's write them on the board. How do I stay out of Esau way? That's what this is saying. How do you stay out of Chinese way? How do you stay out of Elam way or the East Indians? How do you stay out of the Hawaiians way? How do you stay out of the Japanese way? Put them in the chat and tell me, how do I avoid it? Because see, I don't want to be a statistic necessarily. We watch, sometimes, hey, there are some things we can do, to avoid some of this stuff here. So how do you stay out of his way? Well, that's what this says. Enter not in the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of the evil man. What does that mean? How do you not go? How do you go? How do you avoid the evil man? How do you stay out of his path? Type it up in the chat. Give me some little short. It got to be a long liner or nothing. Zamara, D'Angelo, Mikey, Lashawan, Kapa, Mikey, D'Angelo. How do we get out of his path? How do we get out of his way? Then it says, for they sleep not except for they have done mischief. Verse 16. Done mischief. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall. This is how wicked they are, man. They sleep not until they've done something. Until they've been a devil. Until they've been a Shagayim. They sleep not. In other words, type it up in the chat when I'm asking, what are some things we can do to avoid him in your everyday life? Because that's what this says. Enter not into the path of the wicked. Go not in the way of the evil man. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it. Get out of his way, man. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause them to fall. They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. You can't be no more violent than this. The world watched murder George Floyd, Trayvon Martin. We watched this. We watched this as this devil killed Eric Gardner, choked him out on the street. We watched, as they killed Michael Brown. So what do we got to do? What does the Bible tell you to do? Give me one line. Give me one word. What must we do to get out of Esau's way? There you go. That's the answer I'm looking for, damn it. What is that? Separate? That's right. Clap it up in class. Everybody clap it up in class. That's exactly right. I know the rest of y'all typing that in. What is that? Michael? D'Angelo? D'Angelo? Young man D'Angelo said, segregate. Yeah, segregate or separate. Yeah, you're right. And that's what we used to have when we were young. When I was young, we had segregation, man. A lot of people, sloppy. Who else? What else we got in the chat here? Samara say, separate from them. Exactly damn right. Let's clap it up for them. Damn right. Clap it up. Separate. Segregate. That's how you get out of his pathway. Listen. I'm telling you, we lived, we got any more? We lived on our side of town when I was young. Yeah, that's right. We lived on our side of town when I was young. Mind our own business. As long as you stay out of Esau's way, he ain't bother you. He didn't. Now I want y'all to tell me, since you said segregate, what happened to our that's exactly right. Clap it up. What happened to our segregation? What happened? Somebody tell me. Talk to me now. Talk to me. Since we're on that subject. What happened? How did we? Because the Bible says, enter not to the path. How did we? Do you think that our leaders read this Bible? Do you think they even knew what was in here? Hell no. So lock you for the English. I'm in an oppressor's language here. Hey, listen. We lived and we avoided him. I don't know by what miracle that was. We had 2 black policemen they left us alone when I was a youth. When I was a little tyke, I could walk around the town that I grew up in Florida, and be at peace. I could go on the other side. I walked as a child. Segregated. You're saying segregated. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Let's see. Damn it. Young man D'Angelo, civil rights movement? Damn right. Damn right. Okay, good. Clap it up for him. Exactly right. Civil rights movement. And who caused that to happen? What leader caused that to happen? Type that up in the chat. I'm walking around in our town and I'm minding my own business. My grandma said, go to the store, get some bread. I'm walking with flip-flops, hot Florida, taking my time, because I ain't have no oppressor to bother me. They lived on the other side of town. These devils, these Shagayans, these Bamayam, these monsters, I didn't even know what a white man was until it's time to get me a shot in the arm for school. Okay? The civil rights movement, exactly right. So that world, that was a whole nother football. That was a whole nother world. Right there. You know, but now they hunt our steps. We can't go on the street. When we were segregated, I could go out the street, walk around, because it was our people. Our people didn't bother us. I mean, you know, you might have had a problem every now and then. Somebody might have got beat up, you know, money taken, but that usually none of that generally didn't happen that much at all. Nobody got shot, you know, and migrant workers picking fruit. Somebody might have got cut Friday night, messing with somebody's girlfriend. Hey, listen, that was their thing. But listen, as a little child, I'm sitting over there having fun, man, having fun, because segregation was what our forefathers, our gates languish. Our gates languish. And that's what they did to us. Now, who did this? We said segregation, civil rights. Who was responsible for that? Somebody type that up. Type it up in the chat. What particular person? Okay? What particular person did that? Who did that? You know? Who did it? Somebody tell me. Okay? Tell me, who did it? Let's see what we got over here. You said civil rights movement. You right on it. You exactly right. You right on it. Now, who was responsible for that? Which one of our leaders did that? Okay? Which one of our leaders messed us up? Let's see. Yeah, D'Angelo on it. He on it. Clap it up for D'Angelo. You see how we learn here? And I'm pretty sure you have to know it. That's why you type it. Clap it up in the chat for him. D'Angelo. Exactly right. Martin Luther King did his thing. Let's see who else typed it up in the chat. Naima. Very good. Damn right, sis. Naima, she said Martin Luther damn King. You know, sitting up there. Here I am enjoying myself. Y'all, if you lived back then, if you're old enough to have lived back then, of course, you read the books, you'll understand what I'm saying. You know, listen, we were like, I don't know, I'm just saying it was better than what we got now. Martin Luther King did that to us. He did this. He did this to us because the government got behind him, and he go in there. I'm pretty sure it's almost like he never read this book. You know, he ain't never read this. He's never read what this is. He never read Let's turn to Jeremiah 14:2. Jeremiah, one of our scriptures here. It says this, Judah mourning, that's us, Yahweh. You know, it says, and the gates thereof land. The gates are our leaders. They're the ones. Let me see. Martin Luther King. Zamar said Martin Luther King. Exactly right. Everybody said this. Clap it up for everybody. Exactly right. Exactly right. Y'all exactly right. What he did was this. This is what y'all gotta understand. And this is real, man. This is not a joke. This is real stuff. Judah mourning and the gates thereof languish. They are black until the ground. I'm talking about us. Now, how come Martin Luther King couldn't read that? How come he couldn't read that? Oh, who's this talking about? The gates languished. Our gates are behind. Just like you got the Ben Crumps there. What else? Name some more of them. Those lawyers out there. What's the other one up there wanting to pray all the damn time? What is this name? I keep forgetting his name. Y'all tell me the one that lost a lot of weight. Somebody type it up in the chat. Ben Crump and all these lawyers, all these black lawyers up here, that all of our people and all of our church preachers, they want to join Esau. The one that would do this right here, that watch a murder on that the one that would, you know, we're trying to join him and then we get murdered. The one that would do this, Lamentation 14, that would hunt our steps. That's what we said. Taza Wadma, Taza Awadna, Yalak Nawa, Halak Ba, Rakab Nawa. The one that would do that. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Let's see. Naima. Al Sharpton. That's exactly right, sis. Damn right. That's the one. That's what I'm talking about. Clap it up for. Al Sharpton. That's the one I'm talking about. He's sitting up here wanting. He's on TV, always around trying to appease our black people. Then you have somebody over there talking about, oh, thank God for the LGBT and the Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You know, that's right, Al Sharpton, exactly right. Because Martin Luther King, like y'all said, you had people like Al Sharpton. Back then it was the Abernathy, wanting to be reverends. What's wrong with being a reverend? Somebody type it up in the chat. What's wrong with them wanting to be a reverend? Because that's what they wanted to call them. That's why our nation, that's what's wrong with these wicked churches right now. The black preachers, oh, bring your tithes to me. I'm the reverend. Type it up in the chat. What's wrong with being a reverend? Why come I can't go and put, reverend by my name? You know, because that's what they did. Because Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Reverend Dr. Al Sharpton, and all and so on, and so pitiful. So pitiful. You know, type it up in the chat. Let's see. Yeah. But here, type it up in the chat why we shouldn't be called a reverend. I mean, I'm getting off the subject a little bit because I know I'm giving you guys a chance to digest what's on the board, you know. But why shouldn't we be called a reverend? I'll give you some evidence right here. We'll read this again before I get to that. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black to the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. We're crying, man, because MLK has took us to a level of this. Hunt our steps that we can't even go out in the streets now because he joined us together, as one of the brothers in there said. As one of the sisters said in there. As the whole class doing a wonderful job. Sitting up here talking about segregation, man. This is what, not segregation, integration. They wanted to integrate us. Segregation is what we should have been, okay? That is actually what the Most High wanted you to do. wanted to be separate. That's what y'all said. So why they're sitting up here wanting to be called reverend? Why? Trying to get so many public accolades by their name, and they had us sitting up here dying in the street. Naima said they want to be reverenced or worshiped. They're damn right. Clap it up for Sister Naima. She's exactly right. So if that's the case, let's find it in the Bible. Here it is right here. Psalms 111. I believe that's what it is, if I'm not mistaken. Been a while since I went to this text here. But she's exactly right. She's damn right. They want to be reverenced. So let's find that up in here. I believe it's right. Here it is right here. 111 and 9. Let's tell you who the real reverend is. Naima, exactly right, sis. They want to be reverenced. And see, by them trying to be reverenced, our gates languished. And they took us from segregation, which I was part of, I understood it, to integration. Right here. That's what we get out of it. Murderers, oppression, devils on us, beasts on us, thieves stealing our money. But check, turn to Psalms 111. Off the trail just a little bit, but I'm trying to relate it back to class here. Psalms 111, verse 9. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to 7. 111 and 7. Let's go back to verse 6. He have showed his people the power of his works. There's only one person that can show you the power of his works. One. The power of his works. That he may give them the heritage of the heathen. Okay? All right? The works of his hands are verity and judgment. All his commandments are sure. You know, they stand fast forever and ever and are done in truth and uprightness. He sent redemption unto his people. He hath commanded his covenant forever. Now, who is this talking about? Let's type it up in the chat. Holy and reverend is his name. You know, holy and reverend is the Most High's name. That's who that is. So Al Sharpton, you ain't no reverend. Martin Luther King, you're not a reverend. But like Sister Naima said, that's exactly right. That's what these fools did. That's why our gates are wide open. So that we can be hunted down in the street. So that we can be tazawa ma, taza nawa, yalak nawa, halak ba, rakab nawa. That's what we got done to us. That's why the whole world, Hathabal, Atha Shamartha, Rata Zawak, murdered. You know, the world watched his murder, George Floyd. Okay, Isle on television. Ra'ah Thaba. That's what happened to us. The whole world watched this. Out of those two sentences translated in Hebrew right there, you know, with past tenses in there, with prepositions, with possessive adjectives going on there, to make sure you write that down. We roll back the film there so you can write it down. Well, all of these could have been avoided. I mean, we could have been better off if we'd have stayed in segregation. And separate ourselves, the Bible says. But that's it. So who sent? So Psalms 111 and 9, he sent redemption unto his people. That's the Most High. He hath commanded his covenant forever. Hey, Martin Luther King ain't got no covenant that he gave me. Al Sharpton ain't got no covenant he gave me. And he's sitting up there, oh, Lord. You know, he ain't supposed to be out there praying on the street anyway, as the hypocrites do. You know, that's my leader. Please. You know, Commander General Yohana taught us better. You know, the Bible taught us better. He taught us to read the Bible. So clap it up for ISUBK under Commander General Yohana. Clap it up if you're in the chat. He taught us better. Avoid integration. The way to do it is to separate. Let's read that. Let's read this. The way to do it is to separate from them, man. Separate yourselves, the Bible says. You know, just separate. Separate and be apart from it. You know, separate from it. That's how you do it. Let's see who's in the chat right here. I pray that they give out of reparations so we can separate. That's right. I pray. She said, give out of reparations. Clap it up for her. Exactly right. That's right. We need to separate from. We need to learn to work together. I think I read a text on Wednesday night. I'm going to have a real fly class Wednesday night to go along. I always try to tag along and bring it up from Lashawan, Qadash and take you further into another understanding. That's exactly right. We need to separate from these fools out here, man, because, young man D'Angelo, exactly right. We need to separate from these Shagayams. Separate from these monsters, Bamayim. Okay, or these beasts. Okay? Don't receive nothing that they have. You know, I ain't talking about, their job or whatever. If you need a job, man, if you have to, and do that. But you don't need to go home with them. And women, please don't be marrying them. Well, the Bible says separate from them. It says Qadash. Set yourself apart. Qadash. And Badalka, separate. Wa Badalka, Mayan. Call Ayab. I ain't got room right there on the board here. I did when I first taught this class under this particular understanding. But that's what it is. Let's turn to Ezekiel 35 and 5. They'll show you what these people, how much they hate us, man. They hate us so much they don't want to let it go because this is their cash crop, man. This is how they live. Without us, they would die. They can't. Who else can go out there and pick off our Israelite brothers and even our black men, black women? Who else can go out there and work hard like Issachar, Simeon, Reuben, Gad, Naphtali, Asher, Uruguay, Naphtali, Ephraim, Zebulun, Simeon, Levi, Benjamin, and Judah. Who else can work hard like them? Separate from these men and see how they fall. This is what the Most High wants us to do. He wants you to separate from them, and almost like the same thing integration was. It won't be long from now. The Most High is going to come out here and make this happen. In the Valley of Jehoshaphat. But anyway, check this out. 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of Israel by force of the sword. That's what happened to us right here. The world watched the murder of George Floyd on TV. Just watched it go down just like that. Just watched it. And they got to nerve. I didn't do it. Let's finish reading this. Because thou hast a perpetual hatred, and thou hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force. Murder. Knee on the neck. Choking them out. Shooting them. Jesus. By the force of the sword in the time of the calamity. In the time that the iniquity had an end. Our iniquity should have been up a long time ago, man. I mean, this time of the iniquity had an end. We shouldn't be sitting up here sinning. And the Most High, this should have been cut short a long time ago. But this is what's going on in our lives that we need to separate from them, man. Separate them. Why would you want to be around somebody that's gonna put you in the street? I mean, it's gonna hunt you down and take your sword and ram and kill you. Why would you want to be around that somebody that's gonna keep giving you money to oppress you more? Stimulus check here, stimulus there. Like Sister Naima said, all they want to do is just basically keep you under their wing. For what? For you to grow old and die? You know, let's get Yahweh involved into this. That's how the kingdom will grow. Let's stay with our own people. That's how the kingdom will grow. That's how we do it, you know. That's how it really, that's what really. Let's see, Benaiah. Yeah, the Bible says this, Zephaniah 2:1. It says, gather yourselves together, man, O nation not desire. We ain't desired by nobody else. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desire. So they won't hunt you down in the street. Gather yourselves together. That's what the Most High, get under the protection of the Most High. Here in ISUBCRIBE, we gather ourselves together, as I've said. We're friends here. That's what this is, you know. And then, you know, the world won't have to be watching you murdered. You know. The Most High got better plans for us than to necessarily be murdered, man. But gather yourselves together. Zephaniah 2:1. Let's read this again. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. This is the remedy, okay? This is the remedy for separating yourself, from getting away from Martin Luther King, from them hunting our steps, to Zawadma, to Zaidnawa, Yalak Nawa, Halak Ba Rakabwan Nawa. That sentence, they hunt our steps and we can't go on our streets. That's what we faced against. I've watched it from 1960s all the way to now. And I really can't believe my eyes what I've seen when I saw that. I had to write this on the board. The world watched when George Floyd was killed. Man, ain't you had enough? So basically, the Most High wants you to keep his commandments. Okay? That's what he wants you to do. So that's how you gather yourself together. Gather together. Come together. Here under the ISUBK. Gather yourself together in like people so that you won't have to be part of this, okay? You know? So you won't have to be Salaki for a second. Hold a minute. Yeah, so you won't have to be Okay, gotcha. So you won't have to be part necessarily of the murders dished out by this devil, by this oppression, by this thief, you know, by this beast. You know, they give you messed up Bible, messed up foods, messed up clothing. What else? Anything else? What does Esau give us out there? Type it up in the chat. Let's see. What else we got out here? Naima. I pray they give us. Yeah. What else is Esau giving us out there? You know, clothing. What is it? Some foods. What is he giving us that the Most High really can't give us? Most High said, I have cattle upon 1,000 hills. All you got to do is work, keep yourself, and stay with the people in the ISUBK umbrella. Started off 1969. You know? That's all you have to do. You don't have to be part of their nation out there. What the Most High didn't mean for you to separate, he would not put it in here. He tells you to, he's telling you to separate. Okay, I think let's see. let's find it here. Let's find it right here. Let's find it. I believe it's what's that? Ezra. 10 and 11. Let's find it. Let's find what Ezra says right here. Okay. Yeah. Now therefore make confession unto the Lord. Okay. The Most High power of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people of the land and from strange wives. The Bible says separate yourself from the people of the land. That's what it says. Young man D'Angelo, abortion clinic, damn right. Exactly right. Abortion clinics, clap that up for him. That's another one. To avoid that, to avoid his food, to avoid his abortion clinics. Sisters, do not even hang around. Brothers, do not even hang around other nations. That's what this is saying. Let's read this again here. Exactly right, brother. Let's see here. Abortion clinics, exactly right. That's a good one. I like that. Avoid that. Don't be up in no abortion clinic like Margaret Sanger. Y'all remember that, her, don't you? It says, now therefore make confessions unto the Most High power of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate. Badalka is what it's saying. That's the word. I think I'll write that on the board. Come think of it. Let me write that on the board. I believe that's what the word is. And separate yourselves from the people of the land and from his strange wives. Let's write that on the board here. The word separate. Let's write that. Let's write that word down. That word is worth writing down here. Separate. Man, I gotta give me a good pencil then, though. Separate. Okay? In Hebrew, that word, this is a Lashawan Qadash class, so I have to get back to that every once in a while. and tell you how things are spelled in Hebrew. Okay, it's Badal. Badal. And then you want to say Ka. Okay? That means that Ka is let's break this down here. Ka, a preposition, or actually really it's your separation, or you separate. You or yours. So you say Ka. So Ka is you, or your. That is a possessive adjective, okay? In Hebrew. So right here, you want to say the root word is badal. All right? Ka. So instead of you saying you should separate, just say badalka. That means we, you. That's what it means. That's what it means. Badalka, separate, man. Let's put this down so we can read a little better. Separate from them. So you won't have to deal with this. Separate. Let's read that text again here. Separate, badalka, okay? And if you wanted to read it in Hebrew, we'll say ba, we'll say ba, we'll say da, ba da, then we'll say la, then we'll say, give me a better pen, that's for sure. Badal, then we'll have to say, where was I at? Ba. Oh, this ain't right either. Better. Ba. Then we want to say doll. We want to join them together with a connector right there. Okay? But doll. Okay? Of course, we want to do, we'll have to say ka right there. There. Badal, and then you want to say ka by itself. So there's your connectors right there. That's badal, badalka. It means for you to separate from. Since Martin Luther King and all Al Sharptons and Bill Crumptons, the Crumptons, I'm sorry, all our black leaders in these churches and all these wicked pastors out here and have told us to join Esau, we stress to separate. Badalka. That's how you spell it. Badal is the root word. Ka means is your possessive adjective. Badalka. Okay? That's what the word is. Let's lock it. Wait a minute.
Hey, how you doing, Bobby? Hey, I need to talk to you or whoever's in
Badalka. Okay? And so, to make confessions unto the Most High, your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate from the people of the land, from the strange wives. Okay? So that's, the Bible says, to separate yourselves. Okay? Badalka. All right? So we're going to end class. We're going to type it up in the chat. Okay? Let's clap it up in the chat here. What the Most High wants us to do. All right? Clap it up in the chat. ISUBK security announcements. We are the ISUBK started out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The rule for the new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission. Salaki for a second. Hey, you gotta wait till class is over, okay? Will give permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 and 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asharah, 10% of every penny or increase the Most High gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Okay? The priest fund. Free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you will like. The holy convocations announce, let's see. We've just got finished with the memorial blowing of trumpets. I'm sorry, the Feast of the First Fruits. Memorial blowing of trumpet, the first day of the 7th month. That'll happen in Monday, the 6th, September 20 to 21. Leviticus 23, 24, and 25. Of course, we're going to say, remind Akim and Akwath to check the bulletin board in the hallway if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shoes, pants, and headband, and scarf. And so we give a courtesy salute. That'll end class. We give a salute to all our brothers. Madra Shabbat, Madra. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatam. We give a courtesy salute to our sisters. A Madra Shabbat, a Madra. Yahweh Shemar, Alatha, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, For that we say, Shalom.